Gustavo, mira, tuvimos que empezar, pero todavía ¿dónde está Mike?
No sé.
No te llamó, no te envió un texto ni nada.
Dijo que está llegando tarde por ahí.
¿Cómo estamos?
¿Qué es eso?
Mira, como que está con la máscara que no bebe.
You said to wear a mask, and right now the hot thing is Batman. I can't. Hold on, I forgot to put this on.
Batman.
Yeah, the Batman, bro. Eso fue el vampiro Edward de Twilight. Se convirtió en un vampiro for real, like a bat. But yeah, it's actually really good. I'm sorry, I got the wrong
But
one.
Wrong
mira,
mask.
mira.
You know, you shouldn't really wear that because we don't have copyright for that.
Mira, you get
You're
it.
wearing a Batman one, bro.
I'm just looking out for us. That's all.
No, so the reason we're wearing masks is because today's topic fits, it's COVID. See his glasses fucking up?
This is safe. It's totally
Zoom
safe.
in. Yeah, wearing a mask is safe. Super safe, especially when you're driving, right? By yourself.
That makes sense.
And
With the windows up.
windows up and nobody in the car, right? Why did
Bro, we'll be
you
safe.
see? But you've seen those people like wearing masks while they're driving by themselves, windows up, right?
I think those are just a very different
Every
type
day.
of people. I am one of those people. I've caught myself doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. Because
So
you get used to wearing a mask and then
I just forget it's there.
you forget you have it. It's just like wearing sunglasses or putting the glasses on your top of your head and you're like, where are my glasses? They're still sitting on top of your
Bro,
head,
the first time I noticed that I was on a red light and I'm there and I look to the person, I'm like, this guy's wearing his mask. Oh,
I'm wearing it too.
that was like instant karma. Like everything I thought about them, like it was just right
Slapped
at me.
you back.
Ugh.
Slapped you.
No,
So we're talking about masks and COVID, right? So that's today's topic. It's where were you when the COVID?
dang.
Hit us.
I know we were going to talk about COVID, but I didn't know to like that question.
No,
Like, the moment that it hit you, like you're like, oh,
Yeah,
shit.
like you knew this thing was real. To me, is when they started, and I'll take it away. To me, was when all the businesses, everything just shut down. I was like, oh, holy crap, this is real. Because we were not stuck. I was in Hawaii, and it's an island. If everything stops, you get no more food because everything comes to you by boats. But there was no shipments coming in, so we were worried. So that's where it first hit me. It's crazy. Everything shut down. Nothing was working.
I guess that's when it really hit me too. Like the moment you lose your job,
Yep.
that's when because in the field that I was working at, I was in tourism. So, it's Orlando. And the moment they said, yo, we're shut down, I'm like, what? What? I thought this was like swine flu or like all these different bird flu. They're here for a few weeks and
Type
or
of
whatever
flu,
and done. No. And then when the rest of the world started shutting down, I was like, oh, just losing my job. That's what really made it. Like for you, what were you saying?
How about losing your job like 6 months into it, or how many months was I into it? 2 months.
Oh,
To the
losing
new
your
job?
Oh, so you were a new hire.
Yeah,
So you had wow.
I was a new hire. I wasn't even there for 90 days yet, I think,
Right.
and COVID hit.
Wow.
So guess what? I didn't get shit during COVID. So I depleted whatever savings I had, and I played a lot of Call of Duty.
I think records were broken.
I tell you what, in Modern Warfare, I got Damascus, which is
So bueno, ¿verdad?
it's all the camos for all your weapons. So you got to use all the weapons and get them gold. And I did that.
Joel,
So he was able to unlock that
But it still sucked because I was
Damascus.
not making money.
Yeah, because being at your job and then only 2 months in, I'm assuming that unemployment wasn't paid.
I didn't get shit. I didn't get
Nothing. So none of the stimulus
shit.
came.
Nothing.
I'm sure there's a lot of viewers out there that went through the same thing. So please share your comments below and just let us know, and we can bring that in up in future podcasts. Subscribe. Hit the notification.
Joel, what when did it hit you? Like as far as work or?
Sí, cuando me dieron furlough.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Escogieron par de personas del departamento y les dejaron ir. O sea, todavía estaba trabajando con la compañía. O sea, seguía recibiendo el seguro y eso, pero no dinero.
Bro, one of the scariest moments or episodes of my life, because I've never been so scared to go to supermarket, right? Like you are like, does anybody need anything? And you feel like you're going to warfare, man. Like you're going in there and it's like if you're like from your car, imagine trying to shop while holding your breath. That's how it felt.
Yeah, I remember the what was it? The toilet paper scare. Like, there's no more toilet paper anywhere. So people started like hogging toilet paper. Like getting 100 packs, and I saw it on the internet.
I think people still have it, like some of the stock because they bought so much.
Probably
2 years later.
Yeah, but the gondolas were completely empty when you went to and you're like, I just need a 4-pack. Hey, anybody want to give me a roll of toilet paper? It'll last me like a month,
It was scary. It was really, really scary. And then you don't want to breathe on anybody. And like if someone coughed, I remember the first person that coughed next to me during this thing, because we're in Florida. So, I was at Fun Spot. So I go.
because nothing shut down.
Bro, nothing shut down. But I was so upset because they were like this close. And I'm like, how we talked about in the episode before about driving, like follow the rules. I'm like, bro, 6 feet. Yeah. Bro. And I was, and the guy was like right here, and I kept turning around and breathing hard, and he was just like aloof, right? And I went over there, bro. He like coughed, like you could feel, like you could sound the Louis like a látigo.
Was he wearing a mask?
No, bro, dude. And I'm there with my kids, and I'm like, I didn't say anything, but I was so scared to die.
Con la mirada. Ting.
No,
No dijiste nada ni lo miraste.
I couldn't visit my parents because I was scared that I would get something to them. Bro, it was.
You were getting tested like constantly, or no? Just to be safe.
Just whenever I felt like any sniffle, I'm like, test. Like, because you could still get regular sick. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And most people didn't and got the test and all that stuff.
Did you get COVID?
I had COVID.
Did you?
I haven't gotten tested though.
Okay. So you probably you got
sick.
COVID light, which is Omicron.
Yeah.
I don't get sick.
Yeah.
You got
Decepticon? Omicron? What is it called?
I did
Decepticons?
get COVID.
Yeah.
Me dio al principio.
Okay.
Y después me hice el examen positivo.
Uh-huh.
Pero I got my vaccines.
Yeah, I did too. I got vaccines. The crazy thing is that I got my first vaccine, got COVID, and then I got my second and booster, and I can't remember how many I've gotten so far, but yeah, I think it's 3 now.
Bro,
3, 4.
I've gotten my vaccine. I tell you that. Here it goes. I'm on the vaccine right now.
I too have the same vaccine.
But my experience with COVID, it was like a flu. Yeah, it hit me hard because I couldn't smell anything, and that's true. Like after the 3rd day, when I felt flu symptoms, I couldn't smell anything, taste anything. But then it came back. That was the hardest thing, I think. And feeling fatigued because I felt tired. So it's like the flu, but on a little bit of steroids because I was fatigued and bad. But luckily, I came out.
For me, it was
Good stuff.
It was like the weirdest flu I've ever had. Like I didn't lose my sense of smell, but I remember I was not feeling good, and I got it from my son. He came out from school. He's like, "Dad, my back hurts." And I'm like, he got a little flu, whatever, right? This was like February. This was before it went mainstream. So
yeah, because I think mainstream was like March, April.
Exacto. So then once I got it, I'm like, dang, I'm just chilling, just watch Netflix for a little bit or whatever. And I would feel really like chills, all these different things. Then I would get up to get something clear, perfect. I was like, I'm not sick. I'm good. And then all of a sudden, it was in waves and in waves. And it lasted for like 3-4 days. And then after that, I was fine. But then I think I caught it, the last variant, the milder version of it.
Oh, the first. Yeah, the first.
But
the one that came from Wuhan, right? Because somebody was eating a bat or something.
You see, that's why I brought that mask.
Bat.
Oh,
see, it does. See?
That's so papi.
BAT.
Not yet sponsored.
Yeah.
I was listening to Dave Chappelle talk about COVID. He's like, man, You know how some people can't smell, some people get real. I ain't getting none of that. I was feeling a little tired. I'm like the Magic Johnson of COVID. I just have to throw it down there.
Damn.
I was like, you're such a clever man.
That's a good one. And your COVID experience?
I never get sick, so I stayed home playing Call of Duty. Got the masks on all my weapons. What's up?
So you
Look
never
me
got...
up. Tiki-tong.
No, but you never got sick?
No.
Oh, so you never had COVID. How was yours?
I'm immune.
El mío.
There we go.
A mí me dio lo de el smell y el taste. For a little bit, yeah.
How
Oh,
so?
because you... Oh, yeah.
Also, because you could take a shit and be like, I don't smell that.
There's perks to this.
Yes.
Fringe benefits.
Eso está bueno, pero el taste no me gustó. Porque you can...
Nada
It was-
sabía
it
nada.
was-
It's like...
Loco,
That was an experience.
so si uno está en misa y todo el mundo tiene COVID, no, you can't smell. Prrra, pap, 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 pap. No one will know who it is.
Sí, pero está jodido porque nobody loses their hearing.
More like,
Eso sí,
Silent,
eso
silently
sí.
but deadly.
Eso sí.
Bien caliente.
Los sniper shots.
but you know what? Like some things got better, I think. Like not only, like just to look at the positive side, like you're saying, well, you know, I couldn't, this came in handy, like it lost a sense of smell. But I don't know if you guys remember when they started reporting because everything stopped. So they showed Italy and they showed the canals. And you know how normally when they have the gondolas in there, it's like brown water. And
Oh,
you
yeah,
can't-
yeah.
Dude, it was clear turquoise water with dolphins floating. They haven't seen that in, or not floating, swimming.
That's a good one.
Just chilling, hovering. No, but like stuff like that. That was really cool. You know, that we have a new appreciation for our surroundings and a little bit more respect towards nature.
And that's true because we weren't doing anything. So there was little trash out there. You know, beaches in
Yeah.
Puerto Rico stayed cleaner, supposedly. You know, everything was like we weren't driving that many cars. So the climate, you know, is just
The
got
smog
better.
in China.
Yeah, in China, in
Clear,
India.
bro.
Yeah, that's true. I saw befores and after pictures. I was
Es
like,
como
yeah.
que el planeta it had a little break to go, I've been waiting for this for thousands, no, not thousands, however long you guys
Yeah, billions.
technologically advanced people have been here.
I was going to say something similar to that, but it was like the planet went to the doctor and got a little physical and got,
The finger of the butt.
got a
Turn
couple
40.
antibiotics
Yeah,
and then, came back to life a little bit,
got some vitamin E.
Went to the gym, in other words,
Yeah, yeah.
Also, we
which we need to do.
we also had a newfound appreciation for health and for each other. You know, you never knew. Like you always thought you could be next. You know, and when that shit happens, if you have something you were kind of hesitant on telling someone about how you feel about them, like, I love you, or I just want you to know, whatever. Like that was a positive too.
Definitely brought us more attention to certain details. You know, make sure the stuff is clean because now everywhere you go,
True.
hand sanitizer. Oh, let me wipe this stuff down because I don't know. Before you didn't care. It was like, you touch anything, you
Toma,
put
papi.
it in your mouth, whatever. That's what we did. But ahora, we're a little bit more conscious, which is good because it'll keep things cleaner, more usable. So good thing.
At first, being straight up, when I would wear my mask, I would be like, this is not that big a deal. Like, just low key, right? But then I was like, dude, don't be that asshole next to the 60, 70-year-old lady at Publix who's fearing for her life because it attacks her age more. And I'm like, nah, man, I'm good. This is bullshit anyways. No, like then, because I was that guy, I'm sorry, just being straight up for a little bit. And then I was like, you know what? Love each other. This is a way for me to love her. And
A good way to look at it. Yeah, love each other. Yeah. I can concur. At the beginning, I hated wearing a freaking mask because,
smelling my
your
breath all day.
mask, your hat, your this, your that, your badge. If you got a job with a badge or whatever, there's so many things that you could forget now, especially at work. You got to, oh my God, I'm like 10 minutes into a walk because you parked all the way down there and you forgot your mask and you got to turn around. Because at the beginning, there was no masks anywhere.
Oh, that was the worst.
So it was like the worst thing.
Bro, you try working out with a mask? Oh,
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Me imagino, eso debe ser
Have you
súper difícil.
have you tried wearing a mask with the head the size of mine? Yeah, that's fucking painful to your ears. Those masks, I could never wear those masks. Mom made me a nice mask that was very comfortable, but it did suffocate me, and it was very annoying. It would start getting like moist. So it's like I don't have a replacement mask because I'm a big-headed person. So my mask was comfortable, but then after a while I had to like wash it, let it dry, and that's the problem for us big-headed motherfuckers.
You know what pissed me off? When girls will wear the bedazzled ones that are mesh. I'm like, you're not doing anything to combat this. You're like, they look all
Oh
pretty.
yeah,
It's just
Yeah,
you
yeah,
might as
yeah,
well go like
yeah,
that
this.
seems like there's some walking down the street in International Drive.
Wearing a mask, but with a hole right here in the mouth so they can see their mouth or
They're
something.
walking down the sidewalk with a mask on
But you know what? The crazy
by
thing,
themselves.
the crazy thing is that now, like, the research shows that they're just as effective, I guess. Like,
No.
no, I'm kidding. That's like an
There's no
exaggeration. But yeah,
Experts have spoken on this.
that's true. That's true.
The only thing that's safe is
What
a
ex-
freaking hazmat suit.
What expert or which expert?
I read it on Google.
People
so
who
it's
have
true.
to clean up.
Oh, I saw it on TikTok.
People who have to clean up these things.
It's gotta be true if it's on TikTok, bro. You know,
I mean,
Next to my dance videos.
all I see, I was gonna say, all I see on TikTok is big booty women shaking their things.
I
That's
don't know
all I
what's
see.
I don't see that.
I don't even follow any of these
how
people.
does that come up?
Your
on
personal algorithm.
All I do is open the freaking thing, and there's some girl going,
What have,
and
what
I'm like,
have
what
you
the
be?
fuck is this shit, man?
What have you been
I just
searching
keep
on Google?
scrolling.
Hold on. You know that the TikTok does have a form of AI that learns your taste as you input things.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Because
I'm
all I
making
did
it
was
up.
create the freaking TikTok for our podcast, and all this shit just started popping up. It's probably what the people who follow
No,
me.
hold on. And how many hits of porn do you have on your history?
What?
Because if
There's
you
no
see
freaking
big
way.
booty-
No, you know, he might,
That's just private. They can't get to that.
they sneak some stuff in there because
Oh, really?
I've kind of like checked my son's history, right? And there's nothing that's flagrantly out there. But what they'll do is they'll have like a video of basketball, and then plop, and the basketball keeps going, and then you're like, and you go and you pause it, and you go and you see that still frame, and it's
Oh, really?
a picture. Yeah, so I was like, holy cow! Like, yeah, like.
So like in the middle of a video,
You remember
without
Fight
people
Club?
knowing? Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
how he would put a dong in the
Yeah,
middle of
yeah.
a movie? Like that. Like that.
Wow.
I was like, damn.
That's
So
crazy. Well,
It's-
That's crazy.
we're doing a mix.
we're getting
We
better
just
at
jumped
this.
from masks to child manipulation or some shit.
That's a good.
Hold on. When did we go to child manipulation?
Because you grabbed your son's phone and you saw this shit in his phone.
That's not child
Not
manipulation.
that you're doing it. The people who create the videos are trying to fucking do some shit.
Well, I think that's
That's
just,
what I'm talking about.
they're not. But what are they manipulating?
Well, because if it has sensors, I'm pretty sure you put like parental controls on your kid's phone.
But it's
and
not a
stuff like that.
Yeah, but
The sense of the word,
someone
yeah.
has to actually sit there
Yeah.
That's
and
what I'm
watch
saying.
this. And it does. They move so fast. Remember, it's like, bro, I think if I'm not mistaken, China has put a federal ban or a rule that if a kid is watching, it puts a limit on how many reels you can watch. 5 minutes. Because, bro, like these things are not there to like make us better.
Yeah.
This is, so they know
Well, some
when to
things
hit.
some things do facilitate our lives a little bit
Yeah,
easier.
100%.
You know, it makes make our lives a little bit easier, but it's not definitely. It takes time to make time. So you can't be on an app and gain any more time. You're still losing time while you're scrolling.
Yeah,
But some things like YouTube and stuff like that, they teach you because you can. I've learned how to freaking. Well, he just fixed the freaking washer the other day with YouTube.
You could learn open heart surgery on YouTube bro,
Nowadays,
practically.
so social media and the internet, it's not all bad. It's just people that try to exploit
So you
certain
use
things.
Mistreating
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Misusing it and then
Just like
aiming it at whatever, kids or whoever it might be. Because, or sports enthusiasts, if I'm watching a sports show and then something in the middle of my sports video shows up, like you said,
Right.
that's the crowd they want, I guess.
Y de la mamá o papá que usan los niños para sacar muchos views and stuff like that. What do you guys think about that stuff?
Man, right now, especially during COVID, you got to do what you got to do. If you got children, go for it. No, I'm just kidding. No, but it's true. You make a good point. Like,
But
some things are worth doing. Sometimes you can't pay me enough money to do some things. So, it's like, come on. But it depends what it is.
exactly. And it was a good segue. You said, we went from COVID to this. But really, we went from COVID that allowed people to stay at home, be more be connected through the internet. And then that's how all this stuff just boomed. Because right now, it's just the numbers are insane. Everybody's using YouTube or whatever it might be.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty to do their business. Everything. Almost everything is transitioning to be online or remote.
Pre-COVID, we're like, hey, it makes much more sense if I could stay home, boss, and just work from Oz and be remote. They're like, no, you got to clock in. It's the most efficient way. We're going to lose money, and it's going to cost the company all these different things. Then all of a sudden, COVID happens, and everybody's, no, stay home. They make massive profits all of a sudden.
Exactly.
While everything is tanking for regular folk, everybody else is champagne popping, bro. And now all of a sudden we could work from home. Now it's okay. All of a sudden, now it's okay.
Yeah, you use your own space, your own internet, and we'll give you a computer, maybe. If you need it.
You don't even have to wear pants. Just wear a shirt and tie, no pants. Just get on the Zoom call. You're good.
And you're good to go. Just make sure you brush your hair, and that's it, and you're good. And they're not paying buildings for the
Right.
offices, taxes, and all that other stuff. So
What it did is it forced a lot of old boomer mentality to say, I got no other choice. And whoop, we did a leap, right? So now, I would say that's one positive thing from COVID. After COVID, we realized that we can let old systems go that we were holding like a blankie, but held us back.
Yeah.
And now we have the facility to connect with one another instantly, run businesses from our home. Now it's become real. Before it was like, wouldn't it be nice? Now it's like, you got no choice.
exactly. It's like
It made people nicer, to be honest.
there's companies out there that still bring their employees to the office, even though they know they produce better numbers staying at home, just because of the face-to-face connection. I can understand the face-to-face connection, but is that really, using the resources available to your advantage as a company? I don't think so. Not during COVID, especially if your employees are happier not driving.
It's probably because they still got to pay for the building costs.
Oh, and a contract.
So they got to have some motherfuckers going to work. You know what I'm saying?
and cleaning the shit up.
I got to get my bills paid, motherfucker. You coming to work today. We need a head count. We got a motherfucker coming in. Count how many heads are in the building. If not, we're shutting your ass down. And that's probably why.
Justification. Right? Justification.
But I think they did a study that they show that the majority of the time that people are at work, they ain't doing shit. I think they do maybe 30 minutes of real work. It's kind of like when they tell you that out of an entire baseball game, actually 2 minutes or a minute and a half is continuous action. The rest is just kind of like dead space, right? Or in other stuff. That's what's happening with work. We're realizing that the whole 9 to 5 thing seems to be from the factory days when everything, the boom of factories, right? And so you clock in and, the whistle goes off, then you go home. Well, we applied that into now, and we don't need that. It's an obsolete system. So now we're seeing 16-year-olds selling sneakers online and making millions of dollars.
Yeah.
crazy.
Well,
That's literally.
I don't necessarily agree with the industrial era not being effective
Not that it's not effective, right?
because somebody has to produce it. Somebody's paying for it somewhere. So where the problem I see, COVID or actually past COVID, was all the stuff because we weren't doing anything here. Everything was shut down. Stuff that started moving to other countries because they either charge cheaper or because their COVID rules were less or whatever it might be, you know?
Yeah, if it's a factory business, it runs like a factory. But what we're doing, from what I see, is we take that same mindset and we blanket every other business that way. And it's not necessarily the most effective way. That's why we have people working only 30 minutes out of the entire 8-hour shift. I think in some Scandinavian country, they rolled back the days, like 4-day work weeks and like 6-hour days. And their numbers went through the roof.
Yeah.
Because people just went there, got their stuff done, got out.
And left, yeah. So there was a like specific amount of work that they needed to do and they did it and that's it. So it's like, you do this for today and you're done or whatever. So yeah, I think that will work. Yes.
I wish we could do that here. I don't think it'll happen.
No, here
Definitely
it's
not in
by the
Florida.
hour.
Dude, it's freaking Florida.
No,
Disney
not-
ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with the state or it's just the people. I think it's, you know, we want more and more and more and more. We want it all. So
My money.
staying there working for the same amount forever and ever, it's not going to work.
How about COVID babies? Anybody have babies while they're during COVID? Because there's a lot of snuggle time.
Nope.
I was single at that time, so there was no snuggling, and I didn't want anybody breathing on me. But I don't know about y'all. Do you guys have any babies during
Nope.
COVID?
No,
No babies.
no babies.
No babies.
Negativo.
My babies are grown.
I
And
had a little fun. That's it.
There you go. With a mask on.
Call of Duty. No, he meant Call of Duty.
Oh, okay.
He meant Call of Duty. God.
Fuck you! Sorry.
No, but you know, I think that thankfully now we don't have to wear a mask anymore, right? Like, I mean, most of the gym, you don't have to wear a mask anymore.
That's a fact because I think
It's
the
recommended.
Well, the governor came out and said there was. It's funny because I saw it on YouTube.
No,
There
pero
was
yo, mala mía que te corté. Yo sí vi al gobernador de la Florida. En una noticia, había unos college students standing right behind him. Y
South
le,
Florida, I think, right?
y le dice, quítate esas máscaras. Como que, this is ridiculous. I don't know why you guys are wearing
But
that.
Florida's a different animal.
That
bro.
was exactly what I was gonna say. The same thing, because I saw it. He's like, "This is ridiculous. You can keep him on if you want to, but it's ridiculous." And that's what he said. And turn around, which is, if it's proven that the shit works or doesn't work, what is it? Let us know, please.
Bro, the narrative has changed so much.
Exactly. I don't
It's
even
like
know
I'm
anymore.
tired. I'm exhausted, bro. That's why, like, I'm telling you, the Batman mask was probably better than what I was wearing the whole time. No, I'm just kidding. But actually, I
Probably.
feel more comfortable with that. But I've the most comfortable I ever felt with a mask had nothing to do with COVID. It was growing up, and I had the Invader número uno mask. It was all white with, you know, it's like one of those Mexican masks. But I didn't watch Mexican TV unless it was Carrusel de Niños. But other than that, like, bro, that mask, I made a belt out of cardboard, and bro, y el embele número que tenía.
Oh, el puño vendado.
Vendado, papi.
¿De dónde lo tiraba? De la tercera cuerda, papi.
¿Y a dónde daba, papi? ¿A dónde era?
En el
Te
corazón.
explotaba el corazón. Bro, in case you don't understand what we're saying, the Invader, number 1 Invader, because there was Invader number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. No, but bro, that was the signature move, was the bandage fist to the heart.
From the top rope.
Bro,
The third.
and I'll tell you, when we first moved in, like, you know, we knew just about the same amount of English. So one time we got pissed at each other because we used to, you know, fuck around with each other all the time. And he threatened my life, bro. Your brother, he's like, bro, I'm going to punch you in the heart.
Oh, shit. Como el Invader.
Come on, Invader, bro. And I'm not going to lie, a little bit of fear struck my soul because it just resonated with core memories. But this guy threatened my life by punching me in the heart.
and he was going to put up the ring and everything, the ropes and everything, because he needs a third rope.
Hey, he did it in the ring, so it's dangerous.
Yeah, it's got to work. It worked on a whole bunch of people because el Invader 1 era the original gangster of the Invaders. Porque habían un cojón de Invader.
Bro, the one thing that got me that once they unmasked him,
Exacto.
tienen bigote.
Sí.
I'm like, bro, you look like a salsero. Like, just, it's like, didn't make it.
Como
and then
Tito
you-
Roja.
Bro,
Pero
just
Tito
jumped
Roja,
in.
cabrón.
Tito, I know who you are.
Rest in peace, because the guy,
No, go.
loved the guy. Señora de madrugada.
Los campeones no tienen bigote. Carlitos Colon no tenía bigote.
Sí, chacho, tenía un montón de bigotes, mira aquí. En la frente, up and down, la raja. Porque él siempre peleaba con alambres de púa, porque yo soy el mejor. Y se hacía así.
Y la movida de él no era un cabezazo o algo así.
No, la figura 4 era de...
La figura 4 era de él.
De Carlitos
de
Colon.
Carlitos
De Carlitos
Colon.
Colon, la figura
Exacto.
Because, bro, now I
El
remember.
puñal al corazón y la figura 4.
When he said, I'm going to punch you in the heart, I'm like, yo tengo la figura 4, papi. I got another one for you. El campeón de Puerto Rico.
El Invader no es. Yo soy el más monstruo. Mira esta sangre.
They,
Así, así,
in case you didn't see this back in the day, they literally would cut themselves. I mean, they did it in WWF. Of course,
Yeah,
that's where
yeah.
we got it from. But
Or
we took it to
WWE
we took it to a whole different level, bro. You have Abdullah the Butcher with a fork. Bro,
Sí.
Bro,
El carnicero, el carnicero.
Bro.
Así le decían el...
The Butcher.
El Butcher, el carnicero, exacto.
no, bro. Like
That's what
I
it translates,
I could-
translates to. Los fanáticos en Puerto Rico, pero termina lo que tú estabas diciendo porque te interrumpí.
no,
mala
no,
mía.
tiene, no, no. Go on, guys.
No, es que los fanáticos en Puerto Rico están brutales. Porque yo me recuerdo que nuestro tío nos llevaba a ver la lucha libre. O at least he took me a few times.
Yo fui una vez.
Y eso era un reguero. Pacho, gente por todos lados. Los Invader, que tú no sabías cuál era el 1, el 2, el 3, el 4, el 5, el 7. O whatever the hell it was. Abdullah. Pero Abdullah era... Pacho, se parecía a Yoda. No, Yoda. ¿Cómo se llama el
Yeah, Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt. A ese cabrón Yoda. Perdóname, Yoda. I love Jedis. No, se parecía a ese tipo.
Yo le decía Abdullah del Buche.
El Buche.
No,
Abdullah
del Buche.
Del Buche.
Sí.
Abdullah del Buche.
You know, when I because we watched that growing up, but we also watched what was WWF at the time, right? So it was just cleaner and brighter colors, right? And like the production level was so much
WWF.
better. WWF. But there's nothing that compares to going to a Puerto Rican wrestling match and just feel the Puerto Rican-ness, which can only be displayed by the chanting of every blow going, "Wah! Wah!" in unison.
Exacto.
Wah!
Exacto.
Bro, that'll make your soul vibrate, bro.
¡Atangana!
¡Atangana! ¡Un sabido bicho aquí! ¡En el Ponce! ¡Dato en Mayagüez! Bro, I was like, I've got to go there, Mom. Dad, I've got to go. RoboCop is coming.
Yeah.
RoboCop. Bro, I went to one. The only match I went to, RoboCop was there, bro. We only went because RoboCop was showing up. And it was just some random dude just...
Called himself.
No, he had the RoboCop.
Oh, he had the costume.
He had the whole costume. It was like Comic-Con level, right? But no, he was just, he wouldn't say anything. He would just point at you. Y aquí tenemos a RoboCop.
What was his move?
He just literally would just look at you and point.
Oh, really? Oh,
Nothing. He didn't wrestle. He was just on the sidelines
Oh,
doing
gotcha,
nothing.
He walked around.
Gotcha.
Oh, and then then every seat had like masking tape with a number. So like my dad had gotten tickets, and I guess people were showing up, and they were taking the numbers out. But it's Puerto Rico, so there you go in there like I have
Move
the
the
ticket for
numbers.
number 8. I'm like, I don't know, I don't see no 8. I don't see no 8. So then my dad, we're in the front row. He has his hand like this, and he takes the tape out and folds it. I'm like, what are you doing, papi? He's like, nothing. Mira, RoboCop.
Brutal. No, pero the wrestling allá está comparado con lo de acá. It seemed grittier, like it was darker. That's how it seems. It's a little bit darker, you know. That the wrestling in Puerto Rico.
¿Y quién se acuerda? ¿Quién se acuerda de Chiquistal?
Ah, papi.
No.
¿No te
Tú,
acuerdas de
Chiquistal,
Chiquistal?
pues entonces tú eres un chiquistal, papá. Tú eres un...
No, yo me fui de Puerto Rico a los
Porque
5
tú eres el
años. Yo
chiquistal.
tenía 5 años.
Mira, ese es el único luchador
Yo me acuerdo de Ricky
que su
Steamboat.
nombre se convirtió un slang. It was a
An
meme.
insult.
That was the first meme, if you want to call it a meme. Porque,
Meme.
A meme.
Oh, meme.
Or a meme.
like an insult.
Meme. Or an insult, yeah.
Yeah.
Porque
Tú eres un
todo,
chiquistal.
porque he was a snitch. He was always telling on the enemies. So, a todo el mundo le decían, chiquistal. Tú eres
What do you
chiquistal,
look like?
cabrón.
What do you look like?
Yo creo que pelirrojo, ¿verdad?
Yo creo que era
curly hair.
medio rubio, curly.
Yeah, like curly hair.
Pero él era, yo creo que un manager antes de ser luchador. Si me acuerdo correcto.
Bro,
Pero no estoy seguro.
No me acuerdo.
I don't know about
Ricky
you.
Steamboat, sí me acuerdo.
Oh, también. Porque él peleó también en la WWF and E, right?
¿Oh, sí?
Yeah, he was Ricky Steamboat. He was like...
Pues yo me acuerdo más de la WWF y WWE, ¿no? No.
Yes.
No, WCW.
That is what it's now.
WCW. It was WWE, WWF, and WCW.
WCW.
But
with,
now
with,
it's...
with Sting, you know.
Yeah, but now
Yeah.
WWF became WWE.
Right.
So,
Bro,
yeah.
but the one thing that made me feel so proud of being Puerto Rican is that when they would invite WWE stars like The Undertaker or Hulk Hogan, and who would beat them? Carlitos Colon, bro. Carlitos Colon. They wouldn't televise that anywhere else but Puerto Rico.
That's it. Porque el campeón de Puerto Rico.
Pero
Yo soy
yo,
campeón de Puerto Rico.
ahí le cogía la figura 4A. I'm like, bro, le gano a Hulk Hogan, papi.
Con la
Le
figura
ganó a Hulk
4.
Hogan. Por eso lo de nosotros lo es mejor, bro. They come here. They come here to make it. Get out of here with that
Tú
bullshit.
quieres ser luchador, vete para Puerto Rico, papi.
Papá, las playas.
Pero a mí me gustaron mucho también los americanos, ¿cómo se dice?
I got mine.
El Ultimate Warrior.
That's
Oh,
mine.
luchadores.
That's mine.
Yeah.
El Ultimate
Warriors, bro.
Warrior. Ese tipo estaba loco.
He was the best, bro.
Él
Yes,
es
pumped
uno de
up,
mis
like,
favoritos.
yeah.
Y Stone Cold Steve Austin, just because
Oh,
he
yeah,
was an asshole.
316. Yes.
Él coge la cerveza y hace... psh,
La
se
Miller
bebe
Lite.
y después le saca el dedo a todo el mundo.
Las Miller Lite antes que le gustaran a Molusco. Antes de que a Molusco le gustaran las Miller Lite, ya Stone Cold estaba tomando Miller
Bro.
Lite. O
Yeah.
Cool Light. Eran Cool Light. mala
Cool
mía.
Light, eran Cool Light.
Ultimate Warrior, hands down.
Yeah,
And-
he was a big pumped
And
up.
Sting, for me, was Sting with the Scorpion move. Because, again, in my mind's eye, the most powerful move is la figura 4. He's doing the figura 4 backwards, upside down, and he sits on it. I'm like, mind blown. Carlitos Colon, you can't keep up with this?
Te ganaron. He did it backwards.
Bro.
Pero Sting, yeah, Sting was a
was dope, bro.
super good wrestler. For me,
¿Quién se acuerda de el que hacía?
Jack saw him dug.
Yeah,
Jack saw him.
Jim
Jim
dug.
dug.
What
him.
about the... What about
Yes, bro, with the flag or the 2x4. Hell yeah, he's like. Yeah, with the 2x4. Yeah.
And the twins, the Bash brothers, what were they called?
Oh, the one with the spikes?
Oh,
That
The Legion of
one.
Doom, the Legion of Doom.
But I was talking about the other ones.
Oh,
that-
these
those are the
guys.
best dressed Legion.
These guys.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Bushwhackers.
the
Bushwhackers.
Bushwhackers.
I said Bash Brothers.
Yeah, that was the Mighty Ducks.
That was
think
Mighty
that-
Ducks Part 2.
Yeah, I think that's a good movie.
Oh, I
Quote.
love that movie. I love
But
that whole
the
thing.
Bushwhackers, yeah, I remember that. But Legion of Doom were the best.
They had the
To
faces
me,
like, they look like
the
this.
best dressed
They were the most intimidating looking mother effers.
when
bro.
they came out.
They look like...
Yeah. They,
Oh,
they
los
look-
They were
Bushwhackers.
twins.
Sí,
Were
sí,
they
sí.
twins though?
no,
que eran
they
como
were just
calvitos,
shaved-
¿verdad?
were
They
just
look.
shaved
They
heads.
look very like
Los Bushwhackers, que eran como
Yeah.
calvito, dressed in like camouflage.
almost
right?
camo.
Yeah. I remember
I
that.
have a deep appreciation also for the Mexican wrestling because those guys are the most acrobatic people I've seen, bro. Like, they just out of nowhere, bro. And the
Mira.
mask, everyone got a mask, and I don't know, they just did.
Mira Rey Misterio,
Bro,
que está en la
yeah.
WWF, chiquitito.
And then
Hacho, te
Junior.
brinca. También el hijo está peleando ahora. They freaking jump up every rope, do backflips, and you're like, what is going on? Like you're watching Street Fighter, but it's only one guy like jumping all over the place.
Bro, and to think that WWE was like the first time that you could see a girl half naked and it'd be okay.
Yes.
And I was like,
Prime time.
bro, wrestling, Like I was just like, I feel funny.
Remember Razor Ramon? Hey, Chico.
Oh yeah,
He was
yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
With the toothpick in his mouth. Looked like he just stepped out the shower.
I'm the best one.
Oh yeah, and he probably didn't speak a lick of Spanish.
With a curl.
I guarantee.
No,
Yeah.
he's American.
That's what I mean. He was like,
I think he might live here in Florida.
he was. Yeah, I think some of our buddies run into him all the time.
Yeah.
oh, you can't forget. Before we close out, you can't forget Macho Man.
Oh, of course. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Listen here, brother.
No, bro.
Oh, that's Hulk
Slap into
Hogan.
no. Slap into the Slim Jim, motherfuckers.
He didn't say that.
No, but slap into a Slim Jim. I started eating Slim Jims all the time.
Remember Spider-Man? He goes, I got you in this ring for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
Exacto. En la
You ain't
película.
going nowhere.
Bro,
He was
his
so
veins were
dramatic.
throbbing.
Bro, I didn't know it was him.
He was so
I didn't know it
dramatic.
was him until I watched it again. I was like, that's fucking Macho Man.
Gotta give it to the dude.
Yeah, he was good.
He was dramatic.
Macho
You want
Man.
some excitement?
Macho Man's drop from the elbow was
Oh,
was almost as powerful as Invader punch to the heart.
Yeah. That was it. It was the elbow to the heart.
Y también The Rock with the people's elbow.
Oh, yeah. But The Rock is another subject for another day because we're closing off.
He was a wrestler.
Pero también
Right?
tienen que mencionar a Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
He did.
I was like, listen here, brother.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what do you think?
Oh, él fue el único que tumbó a
the
André the
direction.
Giant. Que lo levantó.
I was going to ask you, what was your opinion on the direction of the WWE going later?
What?
It doesn't matter.
I didn't even
I wanted to say
understand the
that. I
fucking
wanted
question.
to before we close out. Sorry.
Peace.